Hi, Sean Huxner here. Welcome to Magical Little Worlds with me. So recently, just a few weeks back, I bought these from Ace Home Hardware online, which I thought was a bit of a strange place to find it, but I found these four, and it's odd because the ad showed four different pieces, and yet I bought them not knowing what to expect. They were like $7.99 each, and I bought four, and there was no way online to show them which ones you wanted. There was no way to choose. It just said, hey, buy four of these. So I did. And these are the four I got. And these are the Pet Connects, which I was quite eager to get because they were kind of cute. They had these, they were little sets inside and they connected together. And so I discovered in my searches that, boy, there are a lot of these, more than I expected. So I set out to make a goal for myself. I am going to stack these as high as I can. So I went onto eBay and I bought some sets. And I found a few locally online, locally here in New England, in eastern Massachusetts. There is a shop called Stop and Shop. It's a grocery store, but they've been stocking Polly Pocket stuff. And a lot of the things I've reviewed recently, the vehicles, the on-the-go sets, I found there. And every time I empty the pegs, they restock. And today I found something very interesting. They restocked. And they restocked with these two. So, just this morning, or yesterday, I think it was, I do a fair amount of buying on eBay, as you probably know. I found an eBay auction, or sale, that was two of these, but they were two I already had. I think it was the axolotl and the red, or the fox, and this elephant, and two vehicles. I had the two vehicles, I had the two Pet Connects, but I'd never seen this before. And so I said, well, look, it was a blurry picture, so I couldn't tell what this was exactly. I couldn't see the trunk, but I saw this and I saw the ears. I said, this must be an elephant. And so I did a bunch of searching. I went online to eBay. I looked for Polly Pocket Pet Connects elephant. Nothing came up except that one auction that already had this blurry photo of the elephant. So I go to Etsy store, where I've actually bought a few things, a few Mighty Max sets specifically, and nothing. And I go to Facebook Marketplace, nothing. Not a single reference to this. So I had a doctor's appointment day, and I drove past a couple of Stop and Shops, and I dropped into one, and they had the elephant. And they had a new one. I guess this is a pony. It doesn't say on there, but there's a horse. I'm going to say horse rather than pony because this looks to be a full horse. I don't know. So I bought these immediately. And I checked the back, and sure enough, these are a different back than some of the others. As you can say, a lot of the others were purple. And that was a bit of a sneak peek. But so today, I found these two, and they were white card backed. And the copyright date is 2024. And I'd never seen them before. So just checking the back of these for a second. These are all copyright 2021, 2023, 2021, 2021. So this is 2023. The odd thing is, when I was at the Stop and Shop today, I found two other sets. I found the hedgehog. I didn't buy it because I already had it. And I found the axolotl. But again, I didn't buy it because I already had it. But today I'm going to stack my my Pet Connects a little higher with these two new sets. And the reason I'm doing these two first, and because, believe me, I have a backlog of a bunch of these, and I am going to go through them all. But I did this today because these are brand new. I've never seen them before, and their dates on the package are 2024. And I thought, maybe you don't even know about these. If you're a Polly Pocket collector, maybe you don't have them. In Massachusetts, your hookup is the Stop and Shop stores. Honestly, go check the toy aisle. They often have the vehicles, and they often have the on-the-goes, and they often have Pet Connects sometimes. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. But before I do the elephant, which is what alerted me to this, I'm going to do the horse. All right, let's do the horse. 2024, copyright. Yeah, let's get right to it. I also notice something interesting. I have seen some of the sets on the back say Mighty. Oh, what does it say? Tiny is Mighty. I'm going to just show you this quick set here. Because you've probably seen this. This is the Panda Flip and Find, which I'm going to be doing a Flip and Find series soon. Tiny is mighty, and I'm thinking Mighty Max is mighty. Why are they using the Mighty logo or catchphrase for Polly Pocket when they should be doing Mighty Max? So this is another call out for Mattel, not my first. Guys, Polly Pocket's doing really well. Get me some Mighty Max. All right, on to it. So now they're saying Tiny World's big surprises. All right, we're going to open up the horse, and maybe it's a pony. We shall see. There's your card back to prove, yep, this is a farm. What do we got? Let's pull out the package. Sneak peek there of what's inside. That's enough. And let's open it up and find out what's in here. So first we have the compact, a Connect compact, which connects at the top and bottom, and of course on the back. And then often we call this a keychain, but it's more like a luggage tag because I don't think you're going to be putting any keys on here. And what do we have up here? We have Polly, or a Polly. Like, you know, I never really do get into the specifics of the Polly characters. She's got green hair. I think I've seen ones with green hair before, in a couple of the space sets especially. And we have a horse. And this is a riding horse, definitely. We got a horse with a saddle, tall saddle. So a Polly, I imagine, is capable of... Now, this is a Polly with... oh, interesting. This Polly does not have the swingable legs, but has horse riding legs. This harkens back to some early Polly Pocket sets that had horses in them, and the hinge was here in the middle so that Polly's legs could swing out and she could ride a horse. Very clever. I didn't see that. All right, so she's riding her horse. Let's put it here. And oh, look, looks like she might have won some sort of prize. All right, that is the accessories. What do we do with packaging? All right, let's open up the compact, because here's where the fun is, I'm sure. And this is why it's Magical Little Worlds. Inside each of these, there's a little magical world in there. All right, let's see what we got. All right, I'm going to zoom back in a little bit, guys. I'll zoom out again later when I need to show, like, the stacking. So what do we have? Let's go over to the right-hand side because it's more obvious before I reveal what's in here. What we have here looks like a horse stable. And yep, there's a horse in there. Beautiful little horse, looks like, with the, oh yeah, with the little eyes, you know, like, hey, I'm a really cute horse. And it looks like that's kind of displaying the horse that we have here, except she's got a brown mane, not pink. And so we have hay here, a little peg. I assume the peg is so that, I'm looking at the bottom, yeah. So the horse can fit in here, I think. Yeah, the horse can fit on that peg, but she doesn't actually fit very well because this wall, this little fence piece here stops it from happening. But Polly has a peg as well. So let's pull her off the horse for a moment, straighten her up. Polly, I believe, will stand right here quite well. And then the horse can stand inside the corral perfectly. There's no peg needed because she fits perfectly inside the corral. We've got some horses here, We've got some trees here with some good detailing and some grass. What's the inside detail like? So mostly just flat. And then there's a stable fence. So the horse can fit in here. And it's a white horse with black eyes. Polly sits there, and let's just go over here for a second. So clearly this horse is entered into some sort of competition. This is a blue number 1 ribbon. And it looks like it folds down, sure enough. It looks like, if this is a competition, it looks like the horse can stand on this peg in a more reasonable way, maybe. And then I'm pretty sure this rotates around. Yeah, so this rotates. And then you got number 2 and number 3. So I'm thinking maybe the horse can fit back here while the cup goes on the number 1. I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to go, but it's kind of cool. You can put the cup on here and parade the cup around, because then you've got positions 2 and 3. And yet you don't really have anything in this set that 2 and 3 can go on. Like there's no second or third horse. There's no second or third contestant bringing her horse to the competition. But for now, we'll pop the horse back in. I think just to close this up, we'll move the cup to position number 2. I think that'll allow us to close the set. And we will close it, and we will take the luggage connector, or the keychain as we often call it, and attach that through the standard loop. Come on, get in there. There we go. And that's the horse. We're going to put the horse aside for a moment and focus on the elephant. I'm a bit excited about this. Like I said, this is the first indication I have that there were new sets. This is 2025, but it's only March, so 2024 is pretty recent. All right, open it up. We have quite the nice little jungle scene in the back there, but that's not what we're here for. We open this up and packaging. And we have the little sneak peek there. Don't look too closely. Now we're going to remove the compact. We have a pink keychain or luggage connector, luggage tag, I'm thinking. Like the on-the-go sets have the same connector, and I'm thinking they're designed to take with you on a backpack or luggage or something like that. And then we have your Polly Pocket character, which I'm assuming is Shani, because she has the darker skin, the darker hair. I've seen her before. She's got a flower on her chest. You know, I never noticed what she's wearing, what this Polly's wearing. Let me just take a quick look. Okay, that's hard to say. You know what? She's wearing a vest. She's wearing a riding vest. Okay. All right, back to the set. So here's your Polly character. And the accessories include an elephant. Whoop, don't lose it. And a flower. And packaging. All right. So we have a flower here, which is meant to be a decoration. It's got like a peg to the side, which means this is going to go on some sort of side peg, a decorative peg. And we've got the elephant. We've got the elephant compact itself. We're going to open it up. Oh, look, she's got a little flower in her trunk, too. That's cute. All right. Opening up the compact, we see, okay, so we've got a full elephant here. And not only that, but the elephant, oh, look, the head does a tilt. That's kind of cool. Then we've got a peg here and a peg here. We got some grass and flowers. In the back, we've got a sticker of the jungle again. And it's kind of cute that our elephant, our trunk kind of sticks out, which I'm assuming leaves space for Polly to stand on this peg and be kind of embraced and petted by the elephant. So when Polly sits on the peg, the elephant can reach up and touch Polly with her trunk, which is kind of cute. But then you have another little elephant, and since this, since this is a large elephant, I'm assuming that this is the baby. This is the baby elephant. And yeah, she's kind of cute. Oh, she's really cute. I would say that the baby is intended to go on this peg here, right next to Mama. And that looks like a nice family scene. So over here, what do we got is a little sticker with sticker back with a white elephant being having a great old time in a puddle, and a waterfall and some flamingos. And there's a nice little clear water section here too. And I'm assuming that because this is a flower and there's a peg on the side, the flower is meant to go on the tree. And so now the tree is a flowering tree. But there's a hinge here, so there's another surprise. I think that the elephant, the baby elephant, can also sit down here and splash about like this one. But the last surprise is what's behind the tree. Let's find out. Oh, there's nothing really. Not even a lot of detail in the back, but you have a little space. There's a giraffe back there, but you know, there's no giraffe in the set. So I'm thinking this is just an alternate spot for the little baby elephant to go, so the elephant can be up here in the tree, having a good time. And it's like a tree house, sort of. I'm going to close the set. I wonder if it closes with the flower in place. It does, kind of. Yeah, it's fine. And so now, let's pop the luggage tag on. And close it up. And so I'm excited today because I wanted to show these right away. I didn't want to wait on these because these are in stores right now. And I'd never seen them before. So if you haven't seen them before, I would look for these now. Like I said, in New England, in Massachusetts, where I'm living, Stop and Shops have these. And I saw several Stop and Shops today, and these were in stock at more than one place. Along with, if you don't have it already, I saw the Hedgehog, which is a great set, by the way, and the Axolotl. Now, I'm not going to open these right now, because later I'm going to do a whole recap on all of these, but it's going to be a fast walkthrough of each. It's going to have much less detail than I did here today, but I am going to walk through every one, and I'm going to stack them, and we're going to see how tall this stack can make. All right, for me, Sean Huckster, welcome to Magical Little Worlds. I'm a bit excited because of this today, and I hope you are too. Please go get them. And thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.